Hey, what's up? It's Dr. Dupé here. Taking a few minutes to record another episode of Coding While Black. Had something on my mind I wanted to share. So in November, I'm going to be attending the National Alliance of Black School Educators Conference. I believe it's November 5th, 6th, and 7th, somewhere around there. And it's going to be in Baltimore, Maryland. So I figured I'm going to the conference, I might as well submit a proposal to speak at the conference. So I submitted a proposal around my research that I talk about most of the time on this channel, which is Coding While Black, where we look at obstacles and hurdles and challenges that African American software developers have to deal with, what strategies and practices they use to overcome those challenges, advice that they may have for the next generation of African American software developers. So all in an effort to provide some contribution to this notion of closing the digital divide, getting more African Americans involved in computer science and technology. So I submitted my proposal to them, and it's not the first time I've submitted technology topics. And I have unequivocally, every time I submit a proposal to them, I'm never selected to speak at the conference. So, and I'm not trying to cast any aspersions on them, but I think this speaks to a larger issue, which is our perspective on technology as African Americans. We are well beyond the time frame well, this is an educational conference, not a tech conference. And we're well beyond this, I'm not interested in technology. You have to become digitally literate. You have to have a computer literacy. You have to understand computational thinking if you're going to be a player in the 21st century. It's simple as that. And we need to get away from this notion that there's technology and there's education. It's all the same. It's all one thread. It's all connected. So I was very disappointed by the fact that my topic was not selected, and what I'm hoping is when I show up for the conference that I'll see other technology topics that maybe were more aligned with what they were doing with the theme, and perhaps that's why my topic wasn't chosen. But I'm hoping that's the case, because if it's not the case, it's a sad commentary on where we are and how much more work we have to do in our communities, in our educational institutions, and the folks that run those institutions. I don't understand how you're going to have a conference on black education and not include a topic that's not only related to technology as it relates to education, but also in the climate that we're in, where everybody's working to try and get more African Americans interested in tech. So again, something we need to think about, something we need to look at. All of our schools, all of our educational institutions need to be down with and in line with what can we do to bring more tech to our schools, what can we do to change the mindset in terms of how we see technology and how we view technology. So that's just my 2 cents, not mad, not upset with NABSE, still going to attend the conference, but I'm just wondering, you know, again, I've sent some proposals in at least for 4 years, at least 5 or 6 proposals, and none of them, and they've always been tech oriented, and none of them have ever been accepted. So I'm just wondering why. And if you're going to be at NABSE this year in November, you're an educator that happen to be watching this post, check it out, look for me, let me know if you see other tech topics, because if we don't see any tech topics, it's time we change that, and maybe I'll have to see who I can work with at NABSE and get involved. But the thinking needs to change if we don't get there and see other topics related to technology or closing the digital divide or digital equity or any of those strands, blacks in technology. It's very disappointing. Again, as a cloud computing expert, one of my missions is to make sure cloud computing is in our communities. And I rarely talk to educators or rarely talk to African American people who are up on cloud technology. Not professionals. I meet black people all the time who are professionals in cloud computing. I'm talking about in our communities, in our nonprofits, at our conferences. Where is the cloud computing? Where is the tech? So we got to do a better job of that, integrating technology with education. I don't even like to say integrating because it's really all one and the same. Once again, it's me, Dr. Dupé, Coding While Black, episode 11. Hope you find this helpful and useful. Enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Enjoy your Saturday, your Sunday, and your Monday. Peace.